من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين وهو خير ناصر ومعين. Dear respected viewers of Al-Mahdi TV, your host Waseem Abbas is here, and I'm honored that we have two respected scholars with us in Al-Mahdi TV New Jersey studios today. And on my left hand it's Dr. Sakhawat Hussain Sandralvi, and right next to him we have Maulana Hadi Baquiri. And this is program Al-Falah that you've been watching. It's an English program, and this is the fourth program of our series. And you'll be definitely you'll be watching this program in coming days. Every Monday we have scheduled this program for you, and especially for our youth, for our youngsters, so we can discuss religious issues, because now each and every person is basically interested to learn about religion, to learn about our deen, what our God wants from us, what are our responsibilities, and what is actually the purpose of human beings creature, why we have been created upon this earth, and is this the life that we're going to live, or is there any other life after that? So to learn all these issues, we have two respected scholars who will be talking to them. So first I would request Maulana Hadi Baquiri, so he can address some issues about religion, and he can advise our youngsters like how they can increase their interest into religious issues.
Thank you, Maulana Waseem Abbas. Dear viewers, we are so blessed that we were unable to do this for a while because of some technical difficulties and upgrading of our software, but thanks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything being done properly, and now we are here with improved software and equipments. I believe we're going to serve you, and we're going to help you in a better manner. And as you know that you have opportunity to clarify your doubts or ask questions by calling here at the number 848-999-2263 or 64. Here, as you remember, in the last three programs of Al-Falah, we were trying to define how we can acquire success in both the worlds, because Falah means Falah is the thing in which we are going to get success in both the worlds, this world and hereafter. And for this one, as you know that there are so many books written how to become successful by different writers, philosophers, this and that, but we are trying to bring up the suggestion or advice given by our Creator, who knows everything, and He is our Creator, and He has complete knowledge. So His opinion is more important than anybody else. And because of this, in the last program when we were discussing about the Psalm fasting, because it was in Ramadan Mubarak, I believe you remember that I was telling that there is a sequence Allah mentioned in Quran Majid, that when He gave the order of ibadat, worship, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, what is the reason of, what is the effect of ibadat on yourself? So He said, wa'bud rabbaka. And He said, wa'budu ya ayyuhan nasu ubudu rabbakumul ladzi khalaqakum wallazina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. They said, when you do ibadat, then you're going to become muttaqi. So means if we do ibadat, then we will become muttaqi, we will acquire taqwa. And when we acquire taqwa, what is the purpose of taqwa? Then in another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that ittaqullah ya ulil albab, ittaqullah la'allakum tuflihun. That the intelligent people or the wise people, you need to acquire taqwa. so that both of your worlds become successful. So here is the key. Ibadat, of course, ibadat is actually the goal of our life. All of us, for a successful person, we should have a goal first. Most of the people, they are just living like that. They have no goal of life. So first we need to think that what is the goal of life. And the goal of life also mentioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not anybody else, by our Creator. And He mentioned in Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. They said, Allah created us to do ibadat. So the ibadat is our goal of life, and ibadat is the actually mean to acquire taqwa, and taqwa is the mean to get success in both the worlds. So the main thing is taqwa. What is taqwa and how to define taqwa? As you know, most of the people they are confused in understanding the meaning of taqwa, and because of this, so many people think, wrong type of meanings that they are giving to taqwa. And most of the people are thinking that taqwa means when you got taqwa, and when you got taqwa and you become muttaqi, what will happen? You have to isolate yourself. You have to isolate leave the community, leave the society, and go somewhere and just start doing worshipping, and you should not have to mingle with your family members and all those things. That is wrong. What is this? There's so many people, by doing that, they're thinking taqwa is a wrong thing. As you know that in everything, like in medicine, suppose if the doctor prescribe any medicine, if the patient is ignoring the medicine and not taking the medicine, that person not going to recover. It's not going to get benefit from that. And also that person is also not going to get benefit of the medicine if the person is not using the medicine in a correct manner, in a proper way. And this is happening in the world. So many people are not acquiring taqwa, and then so many people acquire taqwa but in a wrong way. So this is one of the things. So they are thinking that you just have to leave everything. That's not true. So if you want to know the meaning of taqwa, don't understand meaning of taqwa through muttaqin. Try to find the meaning of taqwa from Imamul Muttaqin. But if you ask Amirul Mu'minin, then he will tell you. So the life of Amirul Mu'minin, if you focus Ali ibn Abi Talib al-Islam, then you will see he has whole life. He was living with people. He was in the society, and he was doing all type of jobs, and he was administrator to all those things. He will learn, and then his life was ending when he was martyred. He said, "Fusto Rabbil Kaaba." I am successful by by swearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what is that? I just want to define one thing. So the taqwa in the roza, also in the psalm I was telling that what is actually taqwa. In taqwa also Allah said, la'allakum tattaqun. Kutiba alaykum as-siyam, in the end said, this is also to acquire taqwa. How we become muttaqi during Ramadan Mubarak. When we were doing psalm, what we were doing, no matter where we were alone in the house, nobody was looking, but still we are not eating or drinking anything during the fasting, because we're thinking that nobody is watching, but Allah is watching. Now this is the main quality, that Allah is Hazirun Nazir. He is watching all the time. So this is the quality we should have, Allah's existence, and also He is watching all the time. And then we have to please only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Suppose if anybody else is asking us something in our schools, colleges, neighborhoods and jobs, we are supposed to judge ourselves. That is the opinion or advice or the desire of that person is parallel to the advice of Allah or not. then we have to respect that, suggestion of that person, and we have to accept that suggestion of that person. But if the suggestion of that person or the desire of the person is colliding with the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to reject. So the taqwa is this. Always we have to decide, we have to just obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then we need to think that He is watching all the time. So if we have this, and then we teach our children to, and then send them in the schools or colleges where they are. Now, what they are doing, they are doing to protect themselves. That whenever somebody asks their friends or colleagues, then they're going to check by themselves. Oh, is this against the will of God or not? Then they're going to do that if this is not against the will of God. So taqwa is nothing but a shield. The shield which is going to protect you from the germs of the society. So here I am defining. So taqwa is what? Taqwa is not asking you to go away from the society. Taqwa is asking you have to be in the midst of the society, but with the shield of taqwa around you. So taqwa is not isolation, actually it is insulation which is going to protect you. So keep in your mind, I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help all of us to understand this and follow Imam al-Muttaqeen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. Thank you, Maulana.
Thank you so very much, Janab Maulana Hadi Baquiri, for your kind words. And dear viewers, you can also, call us and be a part of this program. Our numbers will be displayed on our screen. You can also take this number. It's 848-999-2263 and 2264. You can call us on these two numbers and you can be a part of this program. You can ask any question, especially for our youngsters, our school-going kids, and you can, even the elders, you can have any question about the religious issues and you want to clarify it. So we are blessed and we are honored that we have Dr. Sakhawat and Sandralvi Sab Qibla right next to us. And he spares some time out of his busy time, and he gives us some time every Monday and Tuesday, and he comes to our studio, which is in New Jersey, Al-Mahdi TV studio, and we have some programs. So you can also call us, you can also email us, that is almahditv@gmail.com, and you can be a part of this team, you can be a part of this program. And we also ask, and we also request you to assist us, to help us, because all these programs are broadcasted, and these programs are basically presented to you, and they do need some finances, because now you can't do anything if you don't have the basic stuff, so just to run those things. So we also request you to be a part of our Al-Mahdi Foundation, Al-Mahdi TV, and you can help us. And this is for religious cause, because now when Al-Mahdi TV is presenting all these programs, it is actually giving awareness, and our youngsters, our kids, they're being aware of religion. So instead of being a part of society where you don't know your religion and you're just living like a simple human being, not knowing your religion, that is not basically the purpose of our lives. So I'll request Janab Hujjatul Islam al-Muslimin, Dr. Sakhawat Sen Sandralvi Sab Qibla, so he can shed some light upon these religious issues. Yes, sir.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Respected viewers, I am thankful to you, and I am especially thankful to Maulana Waseem Abbas, who has provided me this opportunity to be amongst you at this auspicious occasion of birth anniversary of Ma'asuma Qum Fatima bint Musa ibn Ja'far, peace be upon all of progeny of Prophet. I congratulate each and every viewer on this special occasion, and I urge all of you to please obtain, achieve, get knowledge of Islam through the Institute of Qum. Qum is the house of Ahlul Bayt. Al-Qum Ushu Ali Muhammad. Qum became the central institute of religion of Islam. I am witness that more than 200 Huffaz-e-Quran like Muhammad Hussain, Tabatabai, Sadiq, Waziri, Mujtaba, Rizvi, etc. were graduate from the Institute of Qum. Qum Seminary is one of the biggest seminaries of the world. It's my humble request from all of you. It is very important that you protect yourself, your families, your children from the whispering of shaitan, from the attacks of shaitan. And of course, shayateen are not limited in jinn, min al jinnate wan nas. There might be some shaitan from your own friendship and family. The program Al-Falah basically was started to help our youth, to assist our youngsters, to protect our generation, to provide spiritual material to the parents who can use that for brought up of their children. We feel in the United States of America there are more opportunities than our back home. And right now, for falah and success, you have each and every tool in America or Canada or West or East. Use those tools toward guidance, toward success. Do not use those tools toward derailing. Suppose one of the tools is your computer, your screen, your TV channels. Utilize this screen for Quranic education, for majalis and mahafil. Use that screen for Quranic interpretation. Benefit from that screen for education of tradition. Learn Islamic history. Learn the rules and regulations of prayer, rules and regulations of Hajj. Learn ethical values from the computer or your TV screen. Do not use that from songs, for useless dramas and programs. Do not waste your time for these dirty things. Dear viewers, please make note of that. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. Our worst enemy is sitting in our chest, and that is Nafsul Ammara. We are supposed to defeat that Nafsul Ammara. We are supposed to encourage Nafsul Lawwama, which blames to commit the sin, not who encourages like Nafsi Ammara to commit the sins. Here, let me divert your attention toward few points. I feel on daily basis our children are leaving the prayers, leaving the recitation of Quran. They make the excuses. Due to the homework, they cheat their parents. They do not feel comfortable in the mosque and centers. Why? Because sometimes the administration of mosque and center are ignoring them. Do not ignore them. Language was never an issue. Religion is never an issue. issue is to protect your generation. When Adam alayhi salam loses his own son, when Nuh alayhi salam loses his own immediate son, where I and you are, due to education, due to halal eating, due to Islamic surroundings and environment, due to presence into the mosque and centers, due to Quranic classes over the Skypes, TVs and computers, or physically, please save your children. And I will speak more when Maulana will ask me over. Thank you for watching us.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Sahib. And it was like Maulana was, mentioning that how you can how you can succeed and be successful in your life. So now, everybody is basically looking for the success. Everybody wants to succeed. You're not going to meet any person who says that, no, I want to fail. No, nobody wants to fail. But how, you can succeed in your lives, in your, whatever you're doing. So basically the main thing is, you have to set a goal, when basically you're working in a, office, you're going to school or colleges, or no matter what you're doing. But first, the basic thing is you set your goal, what is your destination, what is your goal, what do you want to achieve? So if you don't have a goal, you're not going to achieve, that goal, you're not going to succeed. So being a Muslim, we have a goal. This life, the life we are living, that's not a goal. It's just a path. We're just walking on that path, we're just living in that life, but don't think that this is the life, we were created for, or this is the world, we have to live here forever. No, this is just it's for a time being. This is just for a specific period of time. You can't even compare this life and the life thereafter. You cannot. Because this life now, look at the lives, 60 years, 70 years, maybe 80 years. But one day this life is going to end. So you have to go into a life which is endless. There's not going to end. So a successful person always, takes that thing which is useful for them, which is going to everlasting. So if somebody is basically taking this life which is going to end one day, that's not a wise decision. To set a goal first and then go for it. And it's very simple. If you look at yourself, if you look at your own body, if 5 or 6 feet like human being, if you just look into your body, you see a whole system inside the human body. That's why Maulana said that man arafa nafsa faqad arafa rabba. Whoever he recognizes himself or herself, whoever he understands himself or herself, then you can understand your God, your Almighty Allah, the one who created you. So look at ourselves, how many blessings we have. Look at the people who don't have eyes, who can't walk, can't talk. So when you look at the blessings that God has granted you, don't take them as granted. Don't just think that you're not going to thank Almighty God for that. No. All these blessings, and this is just one example of that. Look what we eat, look what we have, look what God has given us. So to be a successful person, it's a big responsibility upon our shoulders. Don't think that nobody's going to ask us. It's like an examination hall. We are sitting in examination hall in this life, and each and every of us is writing their paper, their answer sheet. Every person is writing. And one day, the day of judgment, we'll be asked what we have done. But at that time, we can only regret. We can't come back. And people are going to ask, is there a way that we can come back? We can fix our mistakes. We can fix our shortcomings. And we just do the good deeds. But it's going to be answer over there, no. It's too late. So before that time comes, let us look into our lives. Let's look into ourselves and try to make ourselves a better human being, a better person, a better for everybody, better for ourselves, better for our families, better for the community, better for the society. So that's what the life is. Don't just spend a life for the sake of living, That's not going to differentiate us from the animal.
If you look at the animal, the way they live their lives, and if you look at a human being, it's gonna be a difference in there. God has gave us brain, and that's the biggest power in your body. Because like Dr. Sabkibullah was addressing, that Shaitan is working 24/7. They want to destroy you. They want to betray you. They want to take you to a wrong goal, to a wrong destination. He and his friends, it's not just one, we have a lot of them, and you see, every day you see around you, they have different shapes. It's our eyes and it's our spirituality that we can't recognize them. But a lot of people we see, we meet, you don't know who they are. Maybe it's a friend of his army. Maybe it's a part of his army. Maybe they're working for him, and they are, you know that. So we have to look into our lives. We have to follow the path that our Ahlul Bayt ﷺ has given us, and they have shown us the path. So we'll be talking about that. So you can also call us, if you have any question, any concern. Like, we are honored that Dr. Sabkibullah is here, so we can answer those questions. And you can also email us. I hope we have our phone number on the bottom of the screen. It is 848-999-2263 and 2264. You can also fax us if you have any question, you want to write a letter. If you want to fax, it's 848-999-2265. You can also write us a letter for your question, concern, your opinions, your advice, anything. And you can write us a letter at Al-Mahdi Foundation, Al-Mahdi TV, 625 Route 27. That's Lincoln Highway in Islay, New Jersey, 08830. We're broadcasting these transmissions, and we are doing all these efforts for you. So please help us, please support us, and be a part of this team, so we can present these programs even in a better way. You can donate anything. It could be $1, it could be $10, $20, $100, anything. That's gonna basically help us to make things better, and that's gonna be like a rewardful for you on the Day of Judgment. Because when you spend something on yourself, it's gone. You eat, it's gone. Of course, you have to take care of all those things. But whatever you spend for a religious cause, for the sake of Allah, for the sake of Ahlul Bayt ﷺ, that is everlasting. And on the Day of Judgment, when you see all those rewards, a human being is going to be surprised. Oh God, what is this? All these blessings and all these good deeds, where did I get it from? And it's going to be answered. It is going to reply, and we'll hear that all this is your wealth that you spend for the sake of Allah. All these are your good deeds that you did in your life. So that is the basically investment. Everybody invest in their lives, so one day in the age of retirement they get benefit of that. So our basically investment is for the Day of Judgment. So please be a part of our team, help us and assist us. Also call us if you have any question or concern, and I'll request Dr. Sakhawat Sabkibullah again, so he can address some more issues.
Thank you very much. Let me share with you some of the reasons and some of the shortcomings of the community toward the brought up of their children. I see a lot of children now wearing the shorts. I see a lot of children who are missing the daily prayers. I've witnessed that a lot of children, even teenagers, they do not recite Quran on daily basis. I do not see a lot of teenagers in the centers and Quranic interpretation classes. Why they are getting away? Due to some reasons. Number one, the parents, they wasted their time in so-called social gatherings. Number two, the parents used to talk to them in English just to learn English. They learned English, but their children lost their mother language. The parents are unable to take their children toward their motherland. the parents were unable to take their children to Saturday or Sunday Islamic schools. The parents were unable to check the passwords of the computers of their children. The parents were wasting their time in spreading rumors against community members, leg pullings, backbitings, blames, and this kind of nasty things. Those parents who took their children to Hajj, who took their children to Ziyarat, who used to take their children to mosque, who arranged Quranic education, whether physical or electronic. Those parents who took their children and teenagers toward the motherland, those parents who brought their parents as a supervisor, guardian into their homes, and their elders were always with their children, those parents were and are successful. I do not want to say that do not live in Western society. Living in Western society is appreciated. You have more tools, more resources to propagate Islam. But living in this society has kafara, to work hard, to save yourself and protect your generation. Qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. You will be surprised. I was invited by one of my brothers. I drove long way and he told me he has very good surprise for me. And what was that surprise? He gave me 9 books of Quran and he said, Maulana, take them to your center because nobody in our home recites Quran ever. Is this the tool for guidance, or this is the source for misguidance? Our people, they are not ready, some of them, to give a single penny to mosque, but they are ready to rent a hall for their children's marriages for $70,000. Is this proper way to protect our identity? When I see Jews, they don't leave their caps or hats. When I see the Sikh community, they never lose, they never leave their turbans. When I see the Jewish ladies, they hide hair of their heads. When I see the Jewish men are wearing very nice clothes, covering themselves, then I always think about our community. Why our people are using shorts? Why our ladies are not covering their heads? Why some of our ladies are not taking care of their hijab? Why our girls and boys are wearing tight dresses? My humble request from the parents is, please spend your time, spend your money, spend your energy to save your generation. Having the child is not obligatory, but saving the child is mandatory. If you control by birth control and you don't have any child, almost of the clergies, they say you are not committing a sin. But if you are cast that your children are getting derailed due to your ignorance, then you are going to be punished. There are set of rules spread in Islamic education. Quran is the best source of guidance and success. Hadith is the better source to protect our generation. And we know a lot of people here who raise their children under Islamic surrounding, and they are now very nice. Alhamdulillah. Right now I feel our religion fellows, they are having hardships for the matches of their children. Girls and boys, they are running away. Even I feel husband and wife, they are leaving each other. Why? Due to lack of communication, due to lack of kindness, due to lack of education, due to lack of training, due to lack of Islamic mentality. Connect yourself with the Islamic clergies, scholars, who will put some light on your character. Respected viewers, our program Al-Falah will indicate and point out those viruses which may misguide us, derail us, and we will provide you the material how we can protect ourselves and our children. Please arrange Quranic interpretation classes, arrange ethical sessions, arrange durus of hadith, arrange sessions of fiqh and shariat, obtain the knowledge, then propagate that knowledge of Islam. I hope, I'm not hopeless, I'm hopeful that my brothers and sisters living in West and East, especially in West, they will put some more efforts, they will struggle to protect themselves and their children from the attacks of shaitan. Here are few experiences. Please have piece of paper and pen with you and write it down. Number one, you offer your all prayers on time. Whether you are at work, in school, at home, whether you are busy or you are not busy, whether you are in marriage ceremony or in condolence session, whether you are in cemetery or in a hall, offer your prayer on time. This is the sign of Muslims. Number two, within 24 hours, please recite Holy Quran on regular basis. Number three, stop criticizing others. If you want to criticize, criticize yourself before yourself. Number four, check all the activities of your children, your teenagers. Number five, husband and wife, do not fight. If you fight, your generation will run away. I pray for all of you, first for myself, and then for all of you, that may Allah put us on the track of right path, and may Allah guide us toward wisdom, and may Allah give us capability to become ambassador of Islam and to convert others. Let me hand over the mic to Maulana Waseem Abbas by saying just one word. I landed in USA in 1990. Since 1990 up to today, Alhamdulillah, I have converted hundreds of people toward Islam. If I was in Pakistan, which is my motherland, I would never be successful to convert all these people, because I got more opportunities in this country, I got more knowledge, I went to universities, and Allah has blessed and Allah has given this opportunity that I have converted a lot. I will hand over the mic to Maulana Waseem Abbas, who will elaborate a little more about Al-Falah.
Thank you so very much, dear Dr. Sakhawat Singh Sahib. Viewers, like we've been talking about, all these issues. So you can be a part of our conversation. You can be like a part of this program, and you can call us. Our number is being displayed on the screen. Like one was saying, the kids, your children are the biggest responsibility. Do not take it easy. If you work hard on your kids today, it is gonna show in the coming days. Because if you get your generation on the right path, that is the basic success. That's why they said that al-ilmu fi saghar ka naqshi fil hajar. Like when you educate a small child, it's like you put a mark on a stone. He will never ever forget that information. If you train a kid from the beginning, he will remember that and he'll follow that. But if you try to change a person who's maybe like 60 or 70 years old, you're going to work hard to change that person. So work hard on the children, work hard on the kids. They are basically ready to get that information. They want to learn, but do we have time to teach them? Or if you don't have time to teach them, I understand, maybe you'll be busy in your life. You have a lot of other opportunities in this world, in this country, in your region. So avail those opportunities. Try to take some time out, drive them to the centers on the Saturday or Sunday school, and let them have that education. Because, that is the basic thing, ilm, education, knowledge. That's the basic and primary goal. And do not think that the knowledge is just like, that syllabus that they learn in school, just those books, that is knowledge. No, that's a part of knowledge. That is just one direction of knowledge, but knowledge is more. You got to teach them who is their God. You got to teach them that, do they have rights or responsibilities, awareness? Do they know that why they were created? Do they know that they have a day of judgment? Do they know that what is sin, what is a good deed? I have seen that a lot of people don't have a concept of a sin. They just take it like a normal thing. They just take like, that's a life, that's my right. If that's my desire, I'm fulfilling it. Like I'm hungry, I'm eating it. So what's wrong with that? If I'm thirsty, I'm drinking. No matter what I drink. They just think that that's my right. You got to teach them, no, what is right to drink and what is wrong to drink. What is right to do and what is wrong to do. All these rights and wrongs, who's going to teach them? If the parents don't have time, the first responsibility is the parents. Teach your kids. And to teach the kids, the parents should basically get the knowledge, obtain the knowledge, acquire knowledge themselves first. If they teach them themselves, because Ahlul Bayt's followers are always aware. They have knowledge, they have wisdom. So the kids are basically, especially in this culture, in this society, that is the biggest challenge. A lot of times I talk that people have a big bank balances, they leave their properties, they leave their assets for the kids, and they say that like, my kid's going to be thankful to me because I'm leaving like millions of dollars and big houses and cars and all that stuff. But did you teach them how to use those things? Did you teach them that, do they have responsibilities? Did you teach them that they have to pay, their obligatory things? They have khums, they have zakat? No. So if you leave them the wealth, but you do not teach them, you don't give them nothing. But if you give them knowledge and wisdom, and you teach them and train them, and even if you don't give them wealth, they're going to earn that wealth by legal means, by fair means. So, to teach them right or wrong is the basic thing. So Al-Falah, how to succeed, how to be successful, is heading into that direction. Our team is working hard on that to get our community on the same page, to get our kids, to get our children, our youngsters, and to encourage them to be religious. Now, sometimes you talk to people and they say, no, I'm not religious. And now they use another term. They say, no, I'm not a practicing Muslim. Come on. What is that? A practicing Muslim and a non-practicing Muslim? You are a Muslim when you say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. You are a Muslim and you have a whole list of what not to do. You can't say that I'm not a practicing Muslim, I'm just a Muslim. So be practical. I was just visiting overseas, and I have like a friend of mine, he told me a story. There was a kid, like maybe a teenager, and his parents, they got admission into a religious school and they took him there. So because at home it wasn't a religious environment, he basically wasn't interested to pray. He didn't like to pray. So the very first day when he got into that religious school to just learn the religious things and how to pray and all that stuff, so at the prayer time, the bell rang and all the kids, they started running towards the mosque to pray. When they counted, that guy was missing. The newcomer was missing. So all the teachers and everybody got worried. They were looking for that guy. So when they got into his room, he wasn't in the room. They got worried. So they started looking for him. When they opened the closet in that room, he worked so hard to hide himself in that closet just not to pray. I don't know how long it took. He broke the closet inside, he got into it, and he basically was trying to hide himself in the closet so that he don't need to pray. That's the environment. If at home we don't have that environment, there are kids learn, that's what's going to happen. So please take it serious, and now you have, like Maulana was saying, now you have the opportunities. We have all different TV channels, you have internet facility, you have everything in your fingertips. You can find out all the information. Our kids, instead of listening to songs and all that stuff, you can listen Quran, you can listen lectures, you can listen all those majalis. And now it's a blessing that we have a Hausa in New Jersey that's called Hausa Ilmi Al-Mahdi, and Dr. Sahib Qibla is heading that Hausa. So if you're interested, you can contact us and you can be a part of that Hausa. You're going to learn prayer, you're going to learn all the religious issues, you're going to learn what is halal, what is haram, you're going to learn all the basic information that a Muslim should know. He should know those information. It's not like just a Maulana should know how to do the religious and how to shower a dead body and how to basically read the Salatul Janaza, and no, each and all of us should know that. So these are basic things. So knowledge, I would definitely take that knowledge, the primary thing, and I would request you that when you send your kids to schools and colleges, please take some time out and take them to the centers, take them to the religious education, so they can learn some information and education that they would need in the life thereafter. Now, because our program is in the last section, we have only maybe 10 minutes. So if you have questions, you can call us. It's 848-999-2263 and 2264. So in that 10 minutes, we definitely will be taking your calls, and if you have any question, Maulana will be answering those questions. So in the last this segment, I would request Maulana to please elaborate some more information.
Thank you very much. We do have some material on internet, how you can protect and save your generation, how we basically can make ourselves successful in this world and hereafter. As Maulana Waseem was telling, that if you have bank balance, if you are multi-millionaire, but you are poor in character, there is no benefit of that wealth. If you are healthy, but you do not use your health in the obedience of God, there is no benefit of that health. The difference between animals and human beings is they do not check the status, what they eat, where they sleep, where they walk. But human beings are bound to check the status of food and usage. It's my prayer to announce. Day before yesterday, I started Quranic interpretation class in Muhammadiyah Center of Virginia. We have called
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Hadi Baquiri.
We are thankful that Maulana that you called us. Please, what would you like to say?
Yeah, actually, I was I had something to do. That's why I left the program. I was not fortunate enough to be in the whole.
I think the line got disconnected. Oh yeah, we still got Maulana. Please.
Yeah, right. So now I like to ask that the fiqh question that some of the people they asked me. So I said I will ask our teacher, Professor Maulana, that suppose if anybody traveling, and if that person at the place where he has to do Hasar Namaz, then from there, if that person is going to another place where he has to stay for more than 9 days, so what he is supposed to do?
Yes, if somebody is traveling, first of all, thank you very much, Maulana. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for calling. The person who is traveling to a place where he or she is not living for 10 days or more than 10 days, his or her prayer will be qasr if the traveling is 28 miles going and coming.
Okay.
If somebody is going to stay 10 or more than 10 days continuously, then his or her prayer will be tamam, complete. If somebody goes to a place where he was supposed to live 5 days and he extends or she extends the stay 5 more days, that will not be counted as tamam prayer place. Thank you very much for asking this question for the benefit of the people, and I will urge and I will request all of my viewers, please keep asking the fiqh questions, as we need more, a lot. Maulana Hadi Baquiri was also speaking today over the phone, and when he was here, that our people, they do not know in the basics, like when somebody uses the restroom, should not use while facing Qibla or backing Kaaba. A lot of people, they do use the restroom while backing Kaaba. That is haram. Thank you very much. And as Maulana Waseem Abbas said, we are more than happy to answer all of you. If you have any question, only 5 minutes have left from our Al-Falah number 4.
Maulana, I have one more request.
Go ahead.
That somebody was asking that they wish to they wish to donate something to our TV so that it can prolong and it can run properly. But they are asking what are the ways to pay some kind of
very donation. Nice. Thank you very much.
So is it possible?
Yes. Yes. Why not?
Our address as well as our email address and telephone number. And if possible, we have our bank account also, right? But if not the number, at least could you just mention, these are the things available. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Thank you very much, Maulana, for requesting the people and also giving us encouragement that some of the brothers wants to donate. Dear viewers, if you want to donate to Al-Mahdi TV, please write all your contribution checks payable to Al-Mahdi Foundation Inc. ALMAHDI Foundation Inc. and mail them to 625 Lincoln Highway, Lincoln like President Lincoln Highway, Iselin, Iselin, New Jersey, NJ 08830. As Maulana Waseem Abbas was telling, the phone numbers of this TV are 848 999 2263 2264, and fax number is 2265, and our email is Al-Mahdi TV, ALMAHDI TV @gmail.com. You may write us letters to ask the question. You may call us. You may email us. For the donation, please make note, Al-Mahdi Foundation Inc. is registered in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. It is tax exempt, and we have 501c status. And all of the Maraji authorized us to collect the homes. You may send us your homes contribution, or you may send us as a Sadaqah Jariyah. As Maulana Waseem Abbas told you, that our all expenses are being matched by the donation, and we have also loan on our children when we began the Al-Mahdi TV. May Allah bless you all. May Allah give prosperity to all. May Allah rest the souls of our deceased one and your deceased one, and may Allah make the peace in the entire world, and may Allah protect the Rawza of Bibi Zainab, peace be upon her, and Bibi Sakina, peace be upon her, and all other Rawzas, tombs of progeny of Prophet. Please keep watching. We will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maulana, for that information. And I have a donor here. He's asking me to tell you that his name is Hadi. You can add the name, and they said they're going to mail the check, and the thing you started, Labbaik Ya Imam, Kijiye Zahur Ya Imam, in that one, that $1 per day. So
inshallah, thank you very much.
Is willing to give the whole year, subscription, and that is $365. So please write his name, and he's going to mail the check to you.
Thank you very much, Maulana Hadi Baquiri. Maulana Hadi Baquiri and Maulana Waseem Abbas, both, they announced in Al-Huda and Al-Falah that $1 per month, per day, $1 per day, $30 per month. So here is our first donor, Khadim Ali.
MashaAllah.
May Allah bless him, and may Allah give him long life, who is donating us $365 for 1 year. May Allah bless you, Brother Khadim Ali, and may Allah give tawfiq to all of our brothers who donate us, because our TV is running by your kind contribution and donation. Thank you very much. Now Maulana Waseem Abbas.
And please, it's a request from that brother that is telling that his beloved grandma passed away. Her name is Abbasi Begum. So could you please recite a Fatiha in the end for all the Mu'min, particularly for Abbasi Begum, please?
Sure.
Yes, thank you very much, Maulana. Inshallah, we pray now. May Allah rest the soul of Abbasi Begum, the mother of Brother Khadim Ali. Also, you can donate us, and we will pray for your deceased one. It is a very nice way. Inshallah, even we can on regular basis pray for your deceased one. May Allah rest the soul of mother of Khadim Ali, whose name was Abbasi Begum, and who passed away recently. May Allah rest the souls of you also. Thank you. Maulana Waseem Abbas is going to announce officially the dismissal of this Al-Falah number 4. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janabe Maulana Hadi Baquiri, that you called us and for your encouragement. And Maulana Baquiri is a part of our team. He's a well-known, respected scholar, and we are proud that he's a part of Al-Mahdi TV and Al-Mahdi Foundation. So, like we have a caller, like they contributed. We have $1 donation per day, so it's like $30 a month. That's not a big deal. Our kids spend like $5, $10, $15, $20 a day. So if we spend $1 in like, you know, for Allah, for the sake of Allah, for the sake of Ahlul Bayt, for the sake of Al-Mahdi, or Imam Zamana Ajallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. So $1 per day is nothing for you, but it's going to make a big difference for this cause. And that's going to benefit your deceased ones, and it's going to bless you in your lives. It's going to get barakah and blessings in your lives, because when you do something for Allah, for your Ahlul Bayt, for a good cause, you definitely get blessings. So since we ran out of the time, we don't have enough time, and in our last words, I will request Maulana Dr. Sakhawat Sandralvi so he can recite a Surah Fatiha and the Surah Tawheed for Abbasi Begum and all the marhumeen, you know, who have passed away, Shuhada, Ahlul Bayt, and all those viewers who are watching us, all those viewers who have called us, you know, all their marhumeen, all their passed away people, you know, all those mu'mineens who passed away, we'll basically recite a Surah Al-Fatiha. You can be a part of us.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم بثواب هذه الفاتحة وسورة الإخلاص بتوسط الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدة نساء العالمين الأئمة الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما بتوسط معصومكم فاطمة بنت موسى بن جعفر سلام الله عليهما إلى أرواح جميع المرحومين والمرحومات سيما المتعلقين لهؤلاء الحاضرين والحاضرات والناظرين والناظرات ولا سيما إلى روح المرحومة المغفورة أباسي بيغم. اللهم اغفر ذنوبهم وارحم على أحوالهم واحشرهم مع النبي وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين.